Hello and welcome to Microsoft Hates Greg. My name is Greg Deckler, and today we're going to be taking a look at some more performance type stuff, this time using SVGs. So see if SVGs, how they perform, how multiple SVGs perform, that sort of thing. Can SVGs outperform native visuals, right? So we're going to be getting into all of that. So what I used for this report is I used these right here. This is my SVG animation, bouncing, blinking, Stephen Few red dot from the quick measure gallery. I'm also using my SVG color star rating from the quick measure gallery. And then this SVG spark lines, which is out there in the quick measure gallery, SVG KPI, and SVG gauges. So going to be taking a look at all those, and the setup is always the same, right? For this is I get my page, put together with the, in this case, like an SVG visual or whatever, and then I'll, hit refresh 10 times. I'll export the results out, repeat that for every test scenario that I do, and then I put it into this report right here. And then, I'm looking for the average of the maxes because that's the max is the max load time, the max visual load time, right? In this case, in all cases, I just had one visual on the page, so it really wasn't, doesn't really matter. But then I look for the average of those 10 refreshes to see which one performs better, best or better, right? So let's get started here. So I start off with gauge. So in terms of the gauge visual, the native visual you can see is way faster than the SVG. The SVG, I think, looks better to a certain degree, but it performs way worse. And you can see a lot of that is in the DAX query. The DAX query time is 3 times as long. And I tried to make these as apples to apples comparisons as I could, right? So most of these SVG measures that people put together, they were based on the measures. If you look internal to the SVG, they're based on these measures and max values and all of that sort of thing. So I used the exact same, then recreate that as a native gauge visual. So it displayed basically the same information. So the other thing that I thought that was interesting is not only was the native visual way faster in terms of the DAX, but it was also the visual time was way different between the SVG versus the native visual, and also the other. So I mean, everything, across across all of those, was way more expensive using the SVG. Remember, these are the sums of all of the 10 attempts, right? Same thing with this. So the total milliseconds across 10 attempts, right, which is about 17 right there, 17.67. There you go. And about 50.67. There you go. That's the average of the maxes, right? So the average load time was about 50 milliseconds versus 17 milliseconds, or 51 versus 18, right? So in that case, the SVG was not anywhere near as good as the native visual. Okay, so now the reverse, though, is for the KPI. So the KPI, the SVG KPI, came out around less than 30 milliseconds, whereas the KPI visual was almost 40 milliseconds. So definitely the SVG KPI was much better than the KPI visual. Not much better, but better. Let's put it that way. Not as big a difference as the gauges, but definitely the SVG came out on top versus the KPI visual. So, and you can see here that it was less in terms of the DAX query. The visual layer was actually spent more time at the visual layer, but spent significantly less time on the other, which was the biggest difference. It was like half of this, right? So, but again, the visual layer took more time to display, which is basically the same result we have here with the gauge. Even though this came out faster, it still spent much longer in the visual, rendering the visual itself. All right, so now let's look at sparkline. So on the sparkline, the SVG again beats the native visual. So this is the SVG sparkline in a table, right? Just like with, you would use it as a sparkline. And then I used the same measure, basically, that was used in the SVG. I used in the native sparkline, created a native sparkline using it. And you can see that, on average, it's not a ton faster, but a little bit faster, 7 milliseconds, 9 milliseconds or so. And then again, the DAX query time is less than the native. The visual layer in this case actually spent less time at the visual layer than the native, and then the other it spent a little bit less time. So, I thought maybe we'd get to a point where it's like, okay, well, you know, it may be faster or slower, but it's always going to spend more time in the visual layer. Well, that's not always the case, right? All right, so then let's look at stars. So in the stars, I had a score only, right? So just a number. And then I used the star rating Unicode measure and then the star rating SVG. And as you can see here, star rating Unicode measure was 33 milliseconds. The SVG was 35 and the star rating score only was 37. So actually the SVGs, for whatever reason, right, were actually faster than just displaying a number, which I thought was interesting. But this is all really, really tight, right? This is all really, really close. So could be not be statistically significant. And again, let's see, it spent longer in the DAX query. This, again, the native visual, just displaying a number, like spent longer in the visual layer than the star rating or the Unicode measure. And then the other, it was also spent more time in the other. So interesting that, but basically I'd say it's all pretty much the same, to be honest. I don't think there's really that much of a difference between any of these. Okay, so the last one, it was a little different. I wanted to try out, okay, if adding more SVGs on the page, if that increases your load times, even though it's within a single visual, right? And it would make sense that it would, right? Because each one's a measure, right? So the measures have to go and execute, right? And it's going to cost more in the query engine in that all the time. So with the 0 SVGs, that was just a number. That was like a flag, like either 1 or 0. So that's at 43. So 0 SVGs was 33.67. 1 SVG only, no flag. So this was just a dot, not animated or anything else. It was just a red dot if there was a flag. And it was a little bit, but again, probably not statistically significant. I could probably run this test, a few more times and these probably would flip-flop sometimes. The animated one took a little longer. I don't know if that's because of the animation, but again, it's all very, very tight. But then we get this nice progression here where we go 1 SVG, 2 SVGs, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one with the 1 SVG it still had the number and then it had the red dot. Okay, and this one was the number and then, let's see, I used this. So it'd been the bounce, right? And then the blink, right? So but we get this nice progression where, the more SVGs we load onto the page within the table visual, the number of, our load time goes up, kind of in a straight line, more or less. So there you have it. I would say that pretty much would say the more SVGs you use on a page, it's going to cost you just as if you're using additional visuals, right? It's probably maybe rendering those in a serial manner would be my guess. But haven't seen any kind of information from Microsoft in terms of how SVGs fit into the whole rendering pipeline and all of that. But it would make a lot of sense to me that as you add more SVGs, that those are kind of independent visual objects that have to get rendered within the pipeline. But I don't know. I haven't seen anything definitive from Microsoft on that. If anybody finds anything, I'd really like to read about it. So anyway, that's all I had for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.